What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly just melt down, soften this butter until it's like perfect consistency. I don't know why this random banner inside my house is pissing me off. But I'm going to just soften this and I'll be back in a sec. Her daughter. Okay, smoky bacon, right? These can go there. And please don't come to me, please don't come to me, please don't come to me. Yes, I'm aware that was loud. It's fine. But see, now, like, I can actually squeeze the butter. That should be soft enough, I think. There's like little bits that kind of feels a bit hard still. I know. But I think these will be fine. So they go in. They go in. This can pop here for a second. Wash your hands. Yeah, that van that was just there was for delivery for across the road. They're not there, so I was kind of, it sounds really bad, I was kind of hiding a little bit behind my microwave so he doesn't just suddenly come over to me to like drop off the pack. I hate that. Oh, you want me to squeeze? No. I'll squeeze something else later, Quimby, if you really want. Shut up. Turn off the beeps. I wish I could. She'll probably go for. I like rereading things, guys. It's so great. I love it. Right. What else do I need to do? Hold on. Okay. Right now I need 100. No. I need 135. Yeah, 135. Tiny ickle thing there. I think you can. I saw a thing. What thing? Nani? Hello? I'm gonna need this amount. How much was it? Regular. That. A little bit more. A little bit more. Can we try something? Try something. Go on. Try what? Can I move this a little bit? Oh. Hey, you can try something, Quimby. Try what? You can always try something in my channel. You're allowed. Does that work? It should work, right? Oh, you can see so much like that. That's fucking awful. Oh, I don't like that. Hold on. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine. Right. Also, just saying, I literally don't care. Right. Hold down the number 2 on your microwave for 5. I don't have a number 2. There is no number 2. There is no number 2. It's literally 5 buttons. There's no number 2. There's no number 2. Right, so I need to put this in. So at least doing it this way, you can actually see what's fucking going in. And you can actually see it doing its thing. So what we're going to do now is pop, how much? 500 should be. So what we're going to do with this, bring this over here, we're going to tell you. Look, skadunk. So even though caster sugar is pretty, what's the word I'm looking for, pretty fine, I still always sieve everything. Give me a sec. Honestly, my nose. Like, the thing is, my nose isn't bad, but it just feels fucking awful still. Do they not have 2s now? They don't. There is, it's literally all that the settings are is whatever like wattage you want for the microwave, a defrost option, how to reset the clock, a stop button, and like a plus 30 seconds. And then there's like a little knob that you can like literally specifically say, okay, I want 15 seconds, so you prove it back, and it goes up in increments of 5. That's it. It's a very simplistic system. The Dutch are simple, in a good way. But I need quite a lot of sugar. So all of this is gonna go in to the sugar. Sugar. But not like legit Emmy. If she is literally gonna be in the Netherlands for a few weeks, gotta be real. She could very easily order something if she really wanted to, because she can literally just enjoy it here. Then she might be able to bring some back to you guys. It's all possible. Like, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but my stuff's delicious. But like, that is actually an idea that you, if you really wanted to, you could squeeze the knob. That way. You can't squeeze the knob. That's for later. Naughty. Right, what we're going to do now is very gently just sieve this through. So what we're going to be doing is sieving this through, and then this has to mix on high for several minutes. So there's going to be a lot of noise. It's going to happen, guys. It's just the way this works. It's a machine. It makes machine noises. It's all good. See, legit though, I have the biggest fear. Like, and this sounds so silly me saying it out loud. I have the biggest fear that this machine is going to die this year. My reason for that, and it probably is going to show today as well, maybe, is whenever it's like mixing stuff, it is actually being a bit more rickety than usual. Like, I've had this machine now for 4 or 5 years, and usually machines last quite a bit. Not if you're literally doing it every other week. Like, usually these types of machines, like, this is a good brand and everything, Smech. Like, it's a good brand, right? So don't get that wrong. But the fact that I'm like basically pushing it to its limit, it's, yeah. Because when I made those hot cross buns the other week, that was me only doing it on like a medium speed for like 8 minutes or something. The top bit was moving so much, like in a way that I was like, that is gonna fly off. I was so nervous. Like, I just have this in-gut awful feeling that it could die this year. And just saying, machines are expensive. They're really expensive. Because the thing is, right, I do have like a contingency plan. Like, I know what kind of machine I would want next, and that shit is expensive. But after like reading lots of reviews on it and all the stuff, like, I know it's going to be a machine that would last me a while, especially with me doing it as a profession. So, and for people wondering, it would be like a really, really good quality KitchenAid. Like, you can get a KitchenAid. This is the thing as well with this particular KitchenAid. You can choose it in your own kind of color. And then you can actually personalize the thing. You can personalize the side of the machine, which is really kind of cute. But, alright, give me a sec. Oh, Jesus. No. Hey. There we go. There we go. So I'm just doing, like, I don't need to completely clean it. I just wanted to get out the little crystal sugar bits because we'll need to use that in a minute for the flour. That's the word I'm looking for. So what we're going to do now is we are going to mix this. Hopefully it will actually bloody work. We're going to mix this slowly at first. We're going to slowly do it first and then bring it up to speed. Mix this for several minutes. Because what this is doing is creating air. This is the air. And yes, it is going to be loud. again, there's no point me talking during that because that is like so fucking loud. And I'm sorry that that is like maybe excruciatingly loud to you guys. That's fine. But as you can see, very light and very pale, very, very fluffy. So what we're going to do now, I'm just going to basically scrape the bottom of it a little bit just to make sure everything got incorporated. And then I'm going to whip it a little bit more. And then you may have saw what I was doing there in the Bexy shrimp is I was getting my eggs out into the bowl. So you need 8 eggs in total for this cake. Which is, okay, I legit heard something very weird. I was like, what the fuck's that? You had to push the wife out the door. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully she didn't trip. Hopefully she didn't trip. But what we're going to do now, like I said, is we're going to whip this up a little bit longer, like maybe another minute, just to get everything well and truly combined. And then we're going to very slowly add at least 2 eggs at a time, whip it up slowly and then fast. She didn't trip. Okay, good. Better than 99% of the eggs are true. Right, let's mix it up a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do now is just scrape down the edges so everything's like in the bottom of the bowl, and then we'll start adding the eggs. Now what you might see, and again it's very normal with cake, is you might, and this is something that people get very concerned about, is when they start adding their egg, their protein, into their cake batter, it will look like it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes, which it usually happens for me for no reason. There's no real reason why it happens, is you'll suddenly see that your cake batter, yes, you'll see that your cake batter starts to look like scrambled egg. That is fine, because it just means that once you add the flour, everything will be combined proper. So it's not a bad thing. That might happen here, so you'll see it. But what I'm going to do now, just add this on very slowly with the eggs. So I'm not going to talk during this, obviously there's no point. So I'm going to be adding 2 eggs, roughly 2 eggs at a time, mixing up slowly, giving it speed, taking it back down, adding 2 more. Because you don't instantly whip all the eggs. If you do that, then you're just going to have a curdled mess, and a bad curdled mess. So don't do that. This is why you add them very gently. You'll see. Right, let's go. So actually, I'm actually quite surprised it doesn't actually look as curdled as I usually have it. But you'll see, that there for a sec, you'll see that the cake is now a little bit more yellow looking because obviously the eggs are incorporated. But it's not actually, like usually it'll be a bit more slushy in the bottom. So you can kind of see there, it's all incorporated. But now what you need to be very careful of, and what we're going to do is just, at this stage, just kind of mix everything. And then we'll whip it up a little bit more. And then we have to very gently, and we can do it with a machine, thankfully. My machine isn't that fast for a low setting. But what we're then doing is adding the flour. So let's whip this for like for 20 seconds and then we'll add the dry ingredient. Yeah, honestly, that's fine. That actually looks really good. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So this can come off. Now, usually you can just do this with a metal spoon as well. Because what we've just done there is we have just whipped in all the air. And that air is going to make this cake very, very tasty. It's very nice. So what we don't want to do is take that air out. So what I now need to do is sieve directly on top the flour. So let me grab this, and then, yeah, that'll be fine. And then let me grab another spoonular unit. Oh, handy, it was literally right there. So let's add piece by piece, and just for, be weird, no. I was just double checking. I was like, it is self-raising I use, right? I'm like, I'm not dumb there. Like, I know with my vanilla cakes, I always use self-raising. Like, I was just checking, I was like, is this self-raising? And obviously, if you don't have self-raising available where you are, you can obviously do this with some baking powder and some just normal flour. That's a-okay as well. But, like, Quimby, question. Like, self-raising flour isn't necessarily a big thing in the US, is it? Not really. From what I've gathered, from like seeing different recipes within the US, like a lot of people don't really have access to self-raising flour, do they? There, they have it here. Okay. Okay. But like, is it like a common thing or not necessarily? Because I swear to God, like so many recipes I have that are like based within the US, they always say, oh, if you can't find self-raising flour or self-raising flour is not really available. And I just find, like, it's not wild, I get it, but it's interesting. Not a big thing. Really? Okay. Huh. Like, honestly, I'm very happy it is a thing here. Because there's a lot of things that aren't a thing here, like double cream. Double cream is not a thing here, and it makes me fucking sad. But I make do. So what I'm going to do now is sieve this all into here. Oh, look at that flour, powder, sugary. Ooh. Oh, that flour. Ooh, that flour. So before I mix that though, I do need to also very quickly, just with you, need to very quickly grab my milk. Because once we've gently folded this in, I need to then quickly put this stuff in. So how much do I need? 1, 2, yeah. Okay, so I need, hello, where are you? Little speck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I'll do while I'm doing this is I'll gently fold this in and just get the, because I need to put vanilla in here as well. So I'll gently fold this in and then I'll add the two together. So gently. I know what it is. And then there it is. And as you see, that was hardly any time. So what I'm going to do now is just, I can just do it with my spatula, it'll be fine since it is now mixed. Is what I'm going to do now is just very gently give it just a little fold, just to make sure everything is incorporated. And this can come off too. Because you really don't want to overmix this at this stage, otherwise you're going to lose air, lose yumminess. So, but you obviously want to make sure all the flour is mixed in. So that is what I'll do now. We're about to get very mathematical here, guys, in a minute. See, this is the thing, right? Like once you have like the batter, once it goes in the oven, then you're kind of done. So, hold on. Weep, weep, weep. There we go. Right. This can pop over here. And I'll take this out. This can go over here. You guys can come back. Oh my god. That was awful. Hold on. Yeah, that'll be fine. Theodore, I think I saw you there. Hello. How are you? Hope you're doing good. I'm about to sneeze. Over here. Do it over here, Beth. Ugh. Ugh. I felt that one. Alright, wash hands. There we go. Righty poodles. We are nearly at the fun section. But first, let me just quickly give this a wee wipe off. A wee wipe off. Shove that there for now. Right, let me give this a quick little fold. You're well, that's good to hear, Theodore, and hello. Right, give this a quick little fold in. Right, because now what we want to do is we want to weigh this. So, you got a kink in your neck. Ah, no, that sucks. So, let me weigh this. So that is that amount. All-purpose flour is where, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I need to then take away the amount that is the, because I always know the amount of grams my bowl is, so I always take that amount away from what's there and then divide it by 4. So 450-ish. So what we need to do now, here's the fun part, because again, these are raspberry ripple cakes. You might be asking, where's the raspberry ripple? Oh, there it is coming. Oh, it's coming. Oh, she's coming. Around the mountain. So, what we need to do is milk and put that there. The magic man is back. So what we're going to do is basically just a big ploop of this. Ploop. Right there. There. So what we're going to do now, just very gently ripple, ripple, and then we're going to grab bits of this and put it in there. Yeah, I'll go with that. So that's 452, that's okay. And then just a little bit more with you. Thank you. A little bit more ripple, ripple, and then boop. 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 That is way too much. Yeah, that's fine. And then that can go there. And this one. Also, do bear with me right now, guys, while I'm not replying right away, because I need to a little bit focus here. Because the thing you don't want to do as well is like mix it too much to the point where it's like completely dyeing your dough or your batter. Yeah, that should be fine. And then just a little bit more, I think, for this last little bit. I think I'll definitely have a bit more dough. Or I keep calling it dough. Why do I keep calling it dough? Yeah, you don't want it all pink, because if you were just to like vigorously mix it in, then yeah, you would have just complete no ripples. You just have like a like raspberry cake. Still delicious, but that's not what we're going for. We're going for ripples. Alright, that's fine. So what we're going to do now is just kind of put a bit more into each of these other ones. Like so. Oh, looks like that's a bit too much. There we go. And then that can pop in there. So now what I do need, unlike my chocolate cake, what we need to do is now even out the top. So not be a dum-dum. So it doesn't matter realistically what the top looks like. It is going to just look like really pure pink. But we just want to even out. Because it'll even out itself in the oven, but you obviously don't want to just put it as a big blob, right? Because otherwise you're going to have a blobby cake. And you don't want a blobby cake. No, 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 no. You want a nice, evenly distributed cake. See, some of them do feel like they have a little bit more raspberry in them than others, but that's fine. Yeah, once these are in the oven, these apparently bake for around about 24, 25-ish minutes. But when they are done beepity beeping, we'll check them with a cake skewer, and if they're done when the cake is coming out with no wetness. But what we're going to do while these are in the oven is just quickly clean up. Because we're not done once this cake bakes. Oh no. Once this cake bakes, we are going to be actually prepping our meringue. Because that is the other part of this entire cake. Is we need meringues for, I guess we can use some a little bit crumbled up for filling, as well as for decoration. So. And that was the other thing I wanted to do during this particular stream, is the decoration with the prepping even of the, I wanted to prep up the meringues as well for sure. Yeah, that'll be fine. So say goodbye to the cakes, guys. Bye, cakes. So these now go all in the oven. So, and slow. Yep. Oh. And start. So I'm putting that on first for at least 24 minutes. I'll check it at 24. If we need to do it again, then we will. You can go there. Right, let me catch up quickly a little bit first with some chat, and then we're gonna clean up some stuff. Yeah, no, it probably has been that long, Theodore. Honestly, I've been here. I'm a relic. I am legit a relic on this channel, or this platform. Oh my goodness. Don't want to make it all pink and stink. Well, it's warm in the caravan. Just finished cleaning. Always do like a proper cleaning on Monday. Have a, yeah. Yeah, that sounds nice, Lush. That is nice that it's warm, I guess, depending on what the weather's like outside. If it's cold outside, it'd be kind of nice to have it nice and cushy. But yeah, what we're going to do now is I'm just going to quickly, because we need that bowl. We don't actually need the mix, like the mixer attachment. We need a whisk. But let me just quickly get some cleaning done, and then I'll be back to you guys. So I'll be back in a second. Yes. That's the bowl clean. I actually want to instantly dry it though. Just give me a sec. Because again, we will need this bowl like in about 30 minutes. Somebody tell me that I shouldn't order something for my lunch. I should have lunch like now. Like I realistically should have lunch now. But I can't be bothered cooking. But Betsy, you're baking. Shh, different. Right. There for a second, and then get this a little clean. See, it sucks though because I really don't know what's actually open at this moment in time. I think the only option, if I was to get a takeaway for my lunch, I think again, I'm in a small village. There's not that much choice. But I think the only choice I have, realistically, is Subway. Which isn't bad, but I hate the fact you have to order a minimum amount. It's like, ugh. Right. Let me, because I really just want to get the stuff that's currently there. So like the mixer, the sieve and stuff. I want to get them all cleaned. Shouldn't take too long. The bowl was really the bigger thing. So you should have breakfast, but effort. Is when you move your head in a specific direction, there's a sharp pain. Oh, it sucks. Just massage it. Give it a little massage. Lovely. Right, let me see. I also need to clean this thing as well. Yeah, let me get some cleaning. No, back to you guys in a sec. Tuck over there. Ooh, good shot bags. And yes, you may hear me I'm slightly talking to myself here, purely because there's no point in me talking while I'm doing this, because I need to then turn around every now and again and the song, whatever. Also, I'm gonna see Quimby. You're off if you're still on. Oh no, I will be. Oh, trust me, Quimby, I'll be here in 45 minutes. Oh, trust me, I will be, because the cake is on still for quite a bit, and then we have to make meringue. That'll take a while. So I'll be here still. So have a good trip to work. I'll see you when you get back. Yeah, there's no point in me talking when I'm over there now, because obviously me using this mic, it makes no sense. I'm nearly done though, so don't worry. Oh Jesus, flour. Hello, flour. How you doing? Oh Jesus. You definitely cleaned up there. The other thing I'm quickly cleaning is the pan from the raspberry goo, otherwise it is going to be a horrible thing. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. Final countdown to cleaning. Goodness. These guys. one more thing. Well, two more things. Two more things. Oh gosh. One's a bit bigger than the other. And no, we're not talking about peanuts. Leap. Leap. Caught you, little shit. Because obviously one of the things I did just clean there was the seedy bit from the raspberry goo. Naturally in my little drain, there's a lot of seeds, so I'm just quickly sorting those. And then I'll be back with you guys. Ugh. These over there. You there. Dry off all the wetness. That is good enough for me. Then to go over here. Now, I think for the tidying with this, I think what I'm going to do is put it in cling wrap now. Because I don't need this now until decorating time. So this can now go away technically. So let me sort this. And then we literally just need, like, we can't do anything right now until the cake is baked. I.e., we can't do meringues until the cake is baked. Which is fine. So that can just go squish in there and there. Right. What I will do now, we have 10 minutes. So what I'm going to quickly do, you guys can look at my water bottle. I'm going to mute for a sec. And I'll be back in a hot sec. Drake, I'll get to that question in a minute. I really need to pee. So I'll be back in a sec. Ta-da! And I'm back. Hello. And hey, Drake. How you doing, sweetheart? And honestly, I'm doing okay. We're enjoying the baking show right now, but honest to God, I want my throat to be better, man. Oh, they are baking. They are baking, they're baking, 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 baking. Oh, thank you, Nosh. Oh, man. Anyway. Let me have a drink. You're alive. You know what, Drake? Being alive is good. I would like you to be alive, please. Being alive is a good thing. Oh, man. But yeah, the cake is going to be in for another at least 8 minutes. And then once they are beeping, I'll check them. Because the thing is, some of the cakes might be done. There might be one cake that is like needing like an extra minute or so. And that happens. That's a thing. It can happen. Ugh. You have all the windows open and zero breeze. Oh, see, Ash, that's the fucking worst thing. When it's like really hot and no breeze. I'm not a fan of that. Right. Yeah, seriously, I swear to God, like, the thing is, with baking, like, within just one little confined space, you're gonna have a lot of mess. It's inevitable. However, if you can reduce that as much as you can, it makes me feel so much better. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Because one thing I'm just doing there is putting some of the cutlery away. Yeah, Drake, like you've came kind of like a more chill moment of the stream. We mix all of our batter together. The cake is currently in the oven, but you're still going to be able to be here for at least part of the prep. So the other thing we still need to do during this stream is oh, I'm gonna burp. Oh, I hate that. I hate burping. But the other thing we need to do, which again I can't do anything with until this cake is baked, because the temperature of the oven needs to be reduced quite dramatically, actually. Like that's actually a thing. Because what we're going to be doing is making meringue, which reminds me, what I could do is grab that bad boy. We'll need that. We will need that. I'm just becoming curious. See, it's funny to me because there is actually a recipe for meringue in that book that I was using a little bit for this cake. I find it funny that they actually ask you to put cream of tartar in it as well, which I never do. Like, it helps stabilize the meringue. I don't have cream of tartar, so I'm not doing it. Because I have my own recipe here for it, and it should be fine. Yeah, I do. I was honestly like, in my heart, I was like, do I have it? No, I do. Because this next part, is basically, again, we're going to be making meringue, and they're not going to be anything crazy. They're just white meringue, like little meringue kisses, I guess. And those go in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. Usually for me, 35 minutes. So that, again, will be quite a bit longer. Like, I am kind of gutted I didn't stream a bit earlier, but honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Let me very quickly do a thing, because I need to. Let's drop all of that on the floor. That's a great idea, but I'd love to see it, because I want you here, but I do still need you. Need you in. There we go. Then you can go. And you can go down to here. And you should be able to go there. But then I need to also plug in my laptop's now yelling at me. Oh, low battery, man. Shut up, laptop. I know. I'm aware. There you go. Charge, my precious. Charge. Rise up. There we go. Now my laptop's not yelling at me anymore. Goodness me. Ugh. Ugh. Honestly, I can't wait for this entire nose throat thing to cut off. Because again, it is less in my nose than it was a bit last week, which is great. Again, it just feels like I have a massive piece of phlegm in my throat. And the thing is, Erdy is the exact same as me right now. And for people wondering, I have literally been constantly testing. It is not COVID. For people wondering, like, are you sure? No, it's not COVID. But apparently, enjoy the lyric, Remus. Enjoy. 2 minutes 30. It's not too much longer. But there's apparently like a throat nose virus thing going around like this entire area. Because actually apparently a lot of people from Erdy's work actually have it as well. So yeah. That's fun. So yeah. But yeah, I was feeling pretty shitty yesterday, honestly. Erdy felt worse than me yesterday, to be fair. And I was like, so I actually did do another test in the morning just to be on the safe side. And yeah, I was fine. I was fine. As I figured I would be as well. But yeah, Drake, it's good to see you. At least you get to see some of the stuff today. So that's fine. Yeah, you get to chill with me a little bit. So that's all good. Oh man, I really... see, I fucking hate the fact I need a lunch. Like, I need a lunch, but the thing is... there is literally no places open that you can actually deliver, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, I was basically correct. It's basically Subway. Like, you can technically get something from Domino's, but I don't know what Domino's. Subway is literally the only place. But the annoying thing with Subway, right, is Subway, you have to order like a minimum. I can't just like order a sub, which obviously that's what Subway's for. You can't just order a sub. You have to order at least 15 euros worth, like around about 15 euros, which is really fucking annoying. It's like, man, that really drives me sky. It's like, why though? Just let me order one thing. Let me order one thing, dang it. Stupid. Alright, let me see this cake, because the cake's going to be nearly done by this point, right? 30 seconds, okay. So, what we're going to now do, 30 seconds, the BPD beep will happen. I'm going to take all the cakes out, keep the oven on though, and I will check each cake. Hopefully they're done. I'm really hoping they're done. And if not, they go back in for a little bit. But fingers crossed, guys. Because the thing is, it can be sometimes that they do take a little bit longer. That's the thing. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Oh, steep. There you go. Right, we're good. Steam. Let's see. Fingers crossed, guys. Okay, they look ready. They do spring back. That one's done. That one's done. That one's done. Oh, please. 4 for 4. Yes! They are done! Right, what I am now going to do though, because we need the oven to drop. We need to drop that temperature really quickly. Limited edition Udi. Like, I know what that looks like. That is a possibility, Michael. Also, Michael, hello. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, it's a possibility. It is a possibility. Well, I think he now also has, what, a Charmander one? I don't actually remember. I actually think Vlad sent him another one. in hopes that Karen would wear it, but I don't think she's going to. It's a funny idea though. But yeah, what we need to do now is like I can't really do anything until this oven is like really cooler than it is. Guys, I really should just make myself something to eat. Like I'm famished, but there's not really. I don't really have. Like, I guess bread. But it's so bored. You know, I need to eat something, guys. Like I would be dumb if I didn't. So let me just make myself some bread. They honestly, God nosh, like legit, they're so good though. They are so good though. But the thing I like right now with Udi, and again, just saying, bear in mind, I am a partner with Udi. If you want to get it cheaper, click the link underneath in the description. You will get a cheaper Udi. Like I think you can get it for 35 euros off, or whatever the equivalent is in your country, like $35, blah blah. But they actually have like other things, like if you don't want like a